Welcome to one more video in my channel. Today I'm going through 5 must-have of your website to make it the most convertible possible. So my name is Cindy, I'm a web strategist and I'm helping lady bosses elevating their web strategy. Welcome ladies, one more video this week, and today I'm going through strategy. So we all want a website that converts, we all want a website that brings clients and they actually pay for your services, and most important, high ticket clients. So today I'm going to give you 5 must-haves of your website if you want it to be more convertible. And of course, if you are new here and you like this all kind of content about online business, how to create it, how to make it run, how to get clients through your website, so please subscribe and follow the previous videos that I created, because I give a bunch of tips and advices so you can succeed with your online business. So let's start with my first must-have of all websites, which is a powerful call to action. Ideally, we should have one powerful call to action, but we can have a second one in certain circumstances, and I will tell you when. So what is a call to action? So a call to action is, for example, a button or an element that makes the client or the potential client, the visitor, to take action on something. Usually what I see the most on websites is a button like contact us, or more about us, or discover our offers, those kind of call to action buttons. But today I'm going to tell you what is the most powerful CTA that we can implement on a website, and it's not those little buttons for contact, watching the offers, and like those basic actions that a client can actually do it by himself. So what is a powerful call to action? A powerful call to action is something that when he will take action, it will benefit you. So for example, if you say discover my offers, it's great because he will see what you have to offer him, but it doesn't guarantee that he will take action, or he will call you, or he will contact you, or he will actually buy one of your offers. So instead of asking him to see the offers, because anyway, if he's in your website, he will definitely look into it by himself, why you don't ask him to call you? So for example, not with the simple contact us button, because that is too vague. Also, I would say something more, get your free discovery call, for example. Why? Because people, when you say contact us, then they don't know what will be the call about. They don't know what they will say. They don't know what they will what is the purpose of calling you, because most of the clients don't know what they have to ask you during a call. But if you tell them that this is a discovery call, they know that if they book that free discovery call, they will have a call where you are going through all the explanations of what you have to offer and how it will benefit him, and what problems will solve for him. So he is going to have more trust on you and will be more likely to get that free call. Also, by doing that, it's not asking him to call you directly on a number like WhatsApp or normal number. It's actually to pick up a date on a calendar where he will get a link, a Zoom link, or a Google Meet link, where he knows that he will connect at some day, some hour that will actually suit him, and he will be comfortable because he will know exactly when and where he should be, so he will be able to prepare his call. Because if you give him if you ask him to call you, chances are he will never call you, right? Another powerful call to action that you can implement is, for example, asking for an estimation cost. Why? Because asking for an estimation cost presumes that you have a formula that is already ready with steps that he will just fill in with all the questions that you have for him, and at the end he will get exactly what he needs, which means a budget estimation, and he will get it on email without really contact you. That is like a 50-50% powerful, because it will benefit him for sure. He will get a budget or an estimation cost without even have to contact you, but you will not get his contact and you will not have the possibility to pitch your service. When you do that, you must be sure that your rest of the website is really convincing and really well written, that will make him buy after getting the estimation cost. So when I say it's a 50-50%, because you still have something for you, which is an email address. So of course in that formula you will ask him to put his address email, and you can make a clause in your formula that when he sends the formula, he complies to your conditions, website conditions, and in your website conditions you have a clause that says that the address email can be used for marketing purposes, which means you can enter his email address directly on your emailing system that will send newsletters, right? So even if he doesn't contact you after getting an estimation cost, at least you will be able to keep pitching your services to him by sending him regular newsletters. That is something that is very valuable, because getting contacts allows you always to keep the track on your leads. So to give you an example, we have here a website of a client. He sells insurance and he did a really great job on his call to action buttons. So we have the website in Spanish, but we can see this button that says asking for an estimation cost. So it is clear by this very pop-out button in red that the first call to action that he asks is to ask for an estimation cost. So if we go down again, we have this big button that says exactly the same, to ask for an estimation cost. And then we have more information, and again a little bit more discreet, but we still have I want an estimation cost. So he really goes deep on this call to action. Again, here ask for estimation, and here then he changed what I told you about. Sometimes we can change for a certain circumstances. Then here, for example, he says asking for a meeting. because we say here in this paragraph that the office is very close to many things and it's easy to get there. So of course he tells the person, come visiting me, because it's easy and quickly. So he did this to ask for them to the client to visit him. And then again, you want an estimation cost, and he built up a system that allows him to send easily an estimation cost according to what the clients will fill in the form, which is actually very easy, quickly and accurate, because with all this data he is able to give a very good estimation cost. Notice that is an insurance company, so it doesn't need to pitch his services. It's a service that normally sells very well without even have to pitching it. But what people really need in this case is to know how much it costs, because most people compare insurances, so they need an estimation cost. So another client website that did a good job on his call to action. So the first button we see, it's to ask people to see the services. It's a law firm. So when we search for a law firm, then we want to know what they do, what they are able to help us with. So by asking the clients to see the services, this is very important as a lawyer, because you can be a specific lawyer for a specific service. Not all lawyers do all law services. So it's important for people to know the services they offer. That's why this button is important in this case. If you are selling, if you are a marketing agency and you are selling marketing services, chances are that people already know more or less what you sell, so it's less relevant to ask them to go to see the services, because they will anyway look for it. But in a case of a lawyer, it's very important to ask them to see what kind of services you are offering. So the second must-have of your website is a sentence somewhere that really make it obvious what kind of problem you are solving to the client. And most of the time we put that sentence on the header of your home page, so it's the first thing that people will see when they will visit your website. Why? Because this, like when someone visits a website, you have about 2 seconds to convince him to go down on the home page, which means what he will see the first, it's what will attract him and convince him to go through all your website, see your offers, see your prices and all those kind of things, eventually contact you. So if you don't make it obvious on the 2 first seconds of his visit, then you will lose the visit. He will quit your website very quickly. So let's see some examples. So here we have a client that is a real estate agency. As you can see, their logo, which is because they want to put an accent on their brand. But then they have this sentence that says, start your life in Spain. So we suppose that when we start a life somewhere, the first thing we need is a house. So the second example I have here is my own website, where I say and make it clear that I sell WebStrategy made simple for visionary woman bosses. So here I say what I do, what I offer, and how and for who. So this is a very good sentence to pitch, because it says, it answers to three very important questions: is what you do, how you do, and for who. So clearly I'm saying that I'm selling WebStrategy, that it is simple, and it is for visionary women bosses, not any regular women bosses, but women bosses with visionary mindset. So this is clearly a very good way, because a person who sees that sentence and says, oh, I'm a visionary woman boss, I really want to succeed, so let me see what she has to offer, and then I go down. And if we see, like, for example, here my call to action, I only put 2 times my call to action, and I changed 1 time. So I book a free call. It's what I really want people to do. It's to book my free discovery call, and I also want them to discover my program, because it's my leader program. So of course I need them to discover it. So I make this button a little bit more obvious, but again, I ask them to book a 30 minutes free call, because it's what I really want them to do. Then I have an about me, because I eventually talk about myself. So, and a third example would be my web studio website, that I say creative web studio and graphic designer. So I say that I am creative, that I am a web studio, so I do web, and a graphic design too, so I do graphic design. And by that we already know what kind of services I'm offering. I don't need to say more, because I'm a global web studio, so I offer web and graphic designs for any kind of business. I didn't specialize my web studio in something very specific, so for me it's more than enough. So the third must-have is to show who is behind your business. I still see a lot of people who hides behind his business or her business, and don't tell people that they are the ones who created it. It makes sense if you are a big agency or a big business with a lot of people, and even like that, I recommend always to show who is the founder, at least the founder. You don't have to expose all the team if you don't want, because it's a lot, or you can expose the team because it makes sense to show that you have a diversified team. But if you are alone doing the business, then you will sell much better, and you will create much more trust if people know that it's you who is behind the business. So let's see some examples. So the first example, it's again my insurance client. Clearly he posted his photo, even if it's not maybe the best photo, because it's quite dark photo, we don't see much, but at least we can see that he is smiling, that he has a good appearance, dresses well, and definitely brings trust. So we don't say much about him, but at least we know that he is the founder, because if we put him in the front, then it's because he is the founder by definition. So the second example I want to give, it's again my lawyer client. Actually they are two, and if you go down, then you will see our team, and it's these two men who are running this law firm, and so we can contact them. And the fourth must have is to make it clear on your offers and process with a great copy. What that means that you must be clear on what you offer. Don't make the visitor look much for what you are proposing him, and make it easy for him to find it. Because if he has to search a lot for it, chances are that they will quit very quickly your website. So ideally your offers should be on the home page somewhere. You don't have to explain all the offers directly on the home page, but at least you can make a short description about it and then put a button that asks him to see more about it. So he will not look for the offers a long time. And also make clear about the process, because if you have a process that about your offers, like how you work, how you implement your services, and the way what he will get, the way he will do it with you, then you should make it clear, because more information you give him about how you work, more he will be interested, and more he will have trust about what you're offering, because he knows he will not have any surprise behind it. You already explained him a lot. Eventually, after that, you can ask him to book a call with you, so he can go through any questions that he could have about what he read, and you would have the opportunity to pitch more your services. So let's see some examples about that. So the first example, again, my insurance client, if you go down, he asks if you want an insurance. We have insurance for car insurance, home insurance, and life insurance. So we know exactly what kind of insurance he offers. Also, if we go to our lawyer client, again, he sees he shows our services here, so he doesn't say much about it. But if you go down, actually, yes, it's a button that brings down to the services, and then we see that he does civil law, family, criminal law, real estate, sale. So he's pretty complete on his law services, so he make it clear, and you can after that click on it, and you will see more about the service specifically. Also, in my case, if I go up, first I explain a little bit the context, and then I say let's do this together, and I expose my two offers that I have for now, which is my mentoring program Impacting Leads, which is a group coaching, and one-on-one coaching that I called You and Me Coaching. And I explain a little bit what it is, but basically it's the same than the program, but one-on-one. I make it clear so people don't have to look for it, and if they want to know more about my specific Impacting E-Leads program, then they can go here and discover the program. And my fifth must-have that I advise all my clients to have in their website is to offer something. It can be a PDF showing a little bit of what you can offer them. It can be an ebook. It can be, 10% on a service if they subscribe to the newsletter. It can be actually anything. Let's see some specific examples. So my example, it's my real estate client. If you go down on their website, you will see they offer something very cool, which is a free guide, Discover Our Free Spain Buyer's Guide. So it's basically a guide that shows the person all the steps to buy in Spain, and it's free. So when you click on it, then you have to fill in a form. With this form, they will get plenty of information. It's a lead for them. So it's all for today. I guess this video is already very long. Of course, there are other things that I advise to use and put in place in your website to make it the most convertible possible. It's important to keep watching the metricals with Google Analytics or any other analytic program that you might have. It's important to create CTA funnels. It's important to optimize your website for the mobile phone, because more and more people are navigating through websites with their smartphone or even their tablets. And it's also very important to optimize your content, mostly the media content, photos, videos, so it doesn't put your website very heavy and it make it slow. So most of the time when a website is too slow, people don't wait until it charges, so they will just quit the page. It's very important to optimize the speed, but all these advices are very technical, so I don't talk about it in my videos, because you are not supposed to do this job. This job is supposed to be done by professionals that will actually make your website very optimized for conversion in a technical way. So what you have to focus in, it's what I said before, all the must-haves. It's something that you can implement yourself, and I advise you to do so. If your website doesn't have one of those 5 must-haves that I just told about, then go run and make those changes. You will see a very big difference in the next weeks concerning the conversion of your leads. I can guarantee you. Thank you so much for sticking until the end of this video. I hope that video was useful for you. I hope you will be able now to change your website and make it more optimized for conversions. I hope that it really will bring more clients to your website, and don't forget that I'm here available for any question you might have. Just drop me a DM in my Instagram and I will be back to you very soon. And you can also ask your questions underneath this video in the comments. I will read everything and I will definitely answer you. And I wanted to ask you also if you want me to analyze your website and see if it's a convertible website, what it needs more, what it's missing, what I would change about it. I will be glad to make a free analysis of your website. Just drop me the link in the comments or in my DM on Instagram, and I will definitely be back to you to make that free analyzing. So stay happy and I see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. If you are new here and like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give a like and activate the notifications by clicking the bell button to not miss any juicy web strategy tips I'll be serving up.